puppets, fun, and mime. Welcome to the story time. Hello, Augustians. How are you all? Today, I have a story of Hansel and Gretel for you. Once upon a time, a boy called Hansel and his sister Gretel lived with their father and mother in a cottage near a forest. They were so poor that they sometimes did not have enough to eat. One day, the children heard their mother say to their father, "Tomorrow we must take the children into the forest and leave them there. Otherwise, we shall starve. We have no other option. We don't have enough food." Gretel was frightened, but Hansel had a plan. That night, when everyone was asleep, he crept outside and filled his pockets with shiny white pebbles. The next morning, when the family went into the forest, Hansel walked more slowly than the others. When no one was looking, he dropped his pebbles along the path. As soon as they were deep in the forest, their mother left the children by themselves, telling them to wait until someone came to fetch them. They waited until it grew dark, but no one came. At last, the moon rose. Hansel showed Gretel the pebbles he had dropped. They shone white in the moonlight and showed the children the way home. When the tired, hungry children arrived back at the cottage, their father was very glad to see them, but mother was angry. Her plan did not work. Next day, she told the woodcutter that they would have to take the children into the forest again. And this time, we must see that they can't find their way home. That night, when everyone was asleep, Hansel got up to collect some pebbles again. But this time, mother had locked the door and hidden the key. Hansel could not get out. In the morning, before they all set off, their mother gave the two children a small piece of bread each for their lunch. They hadn't gone very far when Hansel began to walk more slowly than the others. "Why are you so slow? Hurry up!" said the mother. "I'm only saying goodbye to my friends, the birds." But he was actually dropping breadcrumbs along the path. When they had gone deep into the forest, the woodcutter lit a small fire for his children. Sadly, he told them to wait beside it until someone came to fetch them. The children waited until it grew dark, but no one came. When the moon rose, Hansel and Gretel looked for the trail of breadcrumbs to lead them home. But there wasn't a single crumb to be seen. Can you guess why? The birds had eaten them all. The children tried to find their way out of the forest, but they didn't know which path to take. They were completely lost. Hansel and Gretel were tired and frightened and very, very hungry. They had no idea where to go or what to do next. Suddenly Gretel cried, "Hansel, look!" Just ahead of them was a strange little house made of cakes and gingerbread, with a roof of sugary icing. Laughing with pleasure, the children broke off bits of the house and began to eat. Suddenly, the door of the little house creaked open. An old woman looked out. "Hello, children. Come inside, and I'll give you food and somewhere warm to sleep." The children went into the house, and she gave them some delicious pancakes and milk. In the back room, there were two little beds. Hansel and Gretel were happy to be safe at last with such a kind woman. What they didn't know was that she was a wicked witch who liked to eat little children. Hansel and Gretel were in trouble. Next day, the witch put Gretel to work scrubbing the floors. And then she took Hansel and locked him in a cage. "I am going to fatten you up and eat you. I'm looking forward to that. Ha ha ha!" Every morning, the witch, who had very poor eyesight, told Hansel to hold out his finger so that she could feel how fat he had grown. But each time, clever Hansel held out a chicken bone instead. "Not nearly fat enough yet," she would say. Days went by and Hansel kept holding out a chicken bone instead of his finger. At last, the witch grew impatient. I'm not waiting any longer. He must be fat enough by now. Today I'm going to cook Hansel and eat him. Gretel, light the oven. With tears in her eyes, Gretel did as she was told. Now climb in and see if the oven is hot. But Gretel was sure that the witch was trying to trick her. I can't climb into the oven. I'm much too big. Of course you can. I'll show you. And as soon as she bent down, Gretel gave Witch a hard push and slammed the door. The witch screamed with rage, but she could not get out, and she quickly unlocked Hansel's cage and said, We are free! Let's go home now! And first, what they did, they looked in the witch's house and they found some chests full of pearls and rubies and diamonds. And Hansel said, We must take some of this home to father so that we are never poor again. And mother and father don't have to send us back to the forest again. As the children set off, Hansel saw a white dove flying high above. It's one of my friends showing us the way, he said. Soon the children saw their own cottage through the trees. Their father was overjoyed to see them. And he said, Oh, my children, you are back. He hugged them. And when he saw the jewels, he could not believe his eyes. We are rich and we shall never be parted again. Wow! And they lived happily ever after. Yes, Augustians. So this was the story. Sometimes our mom and dad, they have to take some difficult decisions. They scold us. But it's always for our good. And if we are smart and if we always are vigilant about our surroundings, we can take care of all the trouble and come out of it. Right, Augustians? Ta-da! See you next time.